It's an ever-changing business full of challenge and opportunity. Journalism students at RIT this week got some insight into what they'll be up against once they hit the job market. Seth Voorhees has more.
As journalists, we cannot be objective about our right to exist. When it comes to these issues, we need to be there at the table.
A message delivered this week to a room full of students at RIT with a stake in the future of journalism. The state of the business depends on whose lens you're looking through.
And the idea is not to predict the future, but to start asking the right questions, because obviously the business is changing a lot.
The media landscape is changing. Many traditional forms of media are struggling.
But that means there are going to be other opportunities out there because people need information.
Pulitzer Prize-winning reporter David Cay Johnson says young journalists must be sharp.
The important element for young people who want to go into journalism is to understand that they have to actually know something useful. The era in which you could be superficial and simply tell a story, that is, be a failed novelist who writes stories that accurately quote people, is over.
Accuracy itself became an issue in some well-covered stories recently. The Manti Te'o girlfriend hoax, reporting the wrong name for hours of the Sandy Hook gunman, just to name a few.
When I worked at the Los Angeles Times, it wasn't unusual for a reporter to spend a year on a story.
Johnston says business pressures have wiped those days away.
Now all sorts of shops are hiring people, expecting them to do 10 stories a day. Guess what? Quality and content and accuracy fall off.
There are other challenges. Reporters Without Borders proclaimed 2012 a dangerous year for journalists worldwide. Here at home,
Go away. Go away. Go away.
many of the challenges are of the First Amendment variety.
Are you really doing that right now?
Basically, all they want to do is get you to stop doing what you're doing. It also has, in a legal sense, we call it a chilling effect on the First Amendment.
Mickey Ostreicher is a former photojournalist and current lawyer with the National Press Photographers Association. He says it's almost a perfect storm scenario. More people have more cameras. The definition of who's a journalist and who's not has become blurred. Traditional media outlets are doing more with less. Journalists becoming jacks of all trades.
The rights of journalists nowadays seem to be challenged. I deal with issues of photographers being interfered with and arrested around the country almost on a daily basis.
This is part of the dark side, I think, of how technology is changing journalism. But there's many bright spots as well.
Those bright spots are part of the RIT focus, where ever-changing technology will mesh with traditional journalism, a changing world, and, say experts, an exciting future.
I think there's really never been a better time to go into journalism if you're willing to experiment and to take those risks.
Seth Voorhees, YNN.